Hey, how's it going? It's August 12th, 2022. This is your daily sweet talk. Um, what's that thing? I, I I don't know how to pronounce it, but the what people are making the fake images with, DALL-E, like Wally, but with a D. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. I've never heard it said out loud because it's an internet thing. That's it's really impressive. The mini dolly is the one that people were using a lot, but I guess a lot of people have gone through the wait list now, and now you're seeing a lot more. Or I'm seeing a lot more of the more complex stuff with the full Dolly AI. It probably is Dolly because it's like Salvador Dali, maybe. Maybe that's what I don't know. I don't know where the name comes from. It's really impressive and really interesting, and I think it could have a lot of cool purposes. Those are the pros. I don't. If you haven't seen any of this Dolly stuff, look it up. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you missed it. You put in a prompt, and it makes like basically what you tell it to make. There's also been like text AIs lately that have also been trendy. Like you tell it to write a thing and it writes a thing. But that's kind of been a thing for a while. Stuff like AI Dungeon, um, but that wasn't as trendy, I guess. So AI Dungeon I've known about, and I feel like this the Dolly stuff might be useful for like making um, images for AI dungeon videos, and that's how I might find use for it. I signed up for the waitlist, of course. Here are some cons that I've heard about it, and it does seem concerning. Um, I don't know how Dolly works, but I guess it pulls from like I don't know what if there's like a pool that it pulls from, or if it just pulls from the entire internet. Now, if it pulls from the entire internet, then that's not as bad, I think. Because the concern is that it's kind of stolen artwork. Even though it's repurposing it. I don't know. It's an interesting debate because it's an AI doing it. I guess that's maybe part of the problem. No one's actually working to steal the art. Using a reference, I think most artists would not consider stealing, and this is like sort of like that, but it's also sort of like tracing, which is not, it's more frowned upon. My phone shut off for some reason. I don't know. It's kind of an. It's iffy. Um, I think when it really gets to be where I would take the side of this is bad is when companies start to use it for stuff like that. I saw an article that was pointed out that used one of these AI generated artworks for the thumbnail, whatever. Um, that's not good, especially because, and I saw another point that these companies can just like not hire artists but still use the artist's art by just like putting in their name so that the art is in that artist's style. Because I've already seen a lot of posts where a lot of examples of this AI, like you're like, oh, do this in this artist style or whatever, like Homer Simpson in this artist style. Homer Simpson gets in these a lot for some reason. I guess they're really good at making Homer Simpson in this in the AI. The AI is really good at making Homer Simpson. It was a fun novelty with some concerns. I think, if possible, big companies should be like, it should be frowned upon for them to get into it. The same way it's frowned upon for companies to get into NFTs, even though a lot of them are. They should get that same sort of backlash, I think, so that big companies stay away from it, and maybe it's just like more of a fun thing for artists to use. I think that would be a better purpose for it, as opposed to like big companies exploiting it, because that's always what happens with this stuff. That's what really ruins this sort of stuff. I don't know. What do you think?